I apologize in advance, it's gonna take just a little bit longer than most of the contracts I go over, but I think you guys need to stay up to speed on this, because it's the 911 contract. Scott and I had a conversation last week, and he went through, to his credit, this contract very thoroughly, and I had gone through it as well, and so as a result of our conversations, I sent along a rather lengthy email to Frontier asking for changes. It's unusual because we usually don't have these many changes in the agreement, but Scott pointed out a lot of things that were important. And I think what happened is that we got sent a form contract that did not incorporate the bid requirements on our 911 system, or the things that we needed to have on it. And so I'm hopeful that they'll change these, but I think you guys at least need to hear this, some of this, so you know what balls are in the air. And I have not heard back from Frontier. They told me they got it, and they were going to talk to somebody within the company, and they're going to get back to us. But for example, they, in the contract, they said that the county was responsible for third-party maintenance, and that wouldn't be Frontier's responsibility. Well, the problem is Frontier agreed in the bid to be responsible for all maintenance under the contract. Now, we know that it's not, they can outsource it, but if they outsource it, our position is they're still responsible for it. So I think that's a big ball in the air there, so just so you're aware about that. They wanted to be paid in 30 days, and I don't think that fits in. I asked Scott, he says that does not fit in with how we do things, and it's going to, so we asked him to increase that to 45 days to accommodate our claim process, I guess, is the way it is. There was no provision in the contract that there would be any grace period for us to find out if the system was up and running satisfactorily, and so we need to change that so that we're not paying under the terms of the contract while it's still not in operational or in complete operational form. I gotta go over every one of these things, but there was a couple legal things apart from what Scott. Here's one. They want to arbitrate any contractual disputes, and hopefully we won't have any. But if we do, they want to arbitrate with a national arbitration firm, and Indiana law provides for arbitration. So I asked them to change that to apply to arbitrate if we have disputes under or mediate under Indiana legal rules and not the AAA American arbitration, because that's very expensive. You gotta get an AAA lawyer, and so I don't think that would be good. Hopefully we won't have that problem, but if you do, you don't want to be having an arbitrator from New York City on our case. So there is the other one I wanted to talk to you about. I don't see if I see it right here. And again, we've talked about this before with other contracts, but they want that they have this limitation of warranty paragraph, which in essence they limit all warranties for anything. And the whole point of this contract is for Frontier to take care of this. And so I asked them to delete that. They want to charge the county if there's any expenses. They want it directly, and this is the one I want to talk to you most about. If there was a charge for somehow interfacing with third parties, they want to authorize it and do it, and then pass it back through to us. Which there may be some of those charges that would be legitimate for, but I don't think that you want to agree to let Frontier decide what charges we will incur. You want to approve what charges, the whole contract is kind of like that, which is slanted to what Frontier wants to do. And I just think that the contract was not drafted in keeping with what our bid requirements were. I'm hoping that's what it is. So there's a lot of stuff in there that needs to be changed before you can sign it, so.
Is that contract Frontier only or Frontier in digital? I may have that name wrong. Because
Well, I think in digital wasn't, to me, they were the ones that do the maintenance, as Scott mentioned them, so,
Yeah.
but this contract was with Frontier, I think. I didn't bring the contract, I just brought my email,
oh, okay.
so,
Because I guess I thought we were contracting with Frontier / in digital.
that might be, that might be, but it needs to be, I think it's important to get this right, so, and hopefully it will work, but I think it's,
Contract.
yeah, we have to, I think we have until March, and that's another thing, even though I don't have anything to put in front of you today, that's why I bring it up, because when you get it, it's gonna be, act on it now, probably, so.
Thank you very much. And Scott, thank you, Scott.
Yeah,
too, for
Scott really-
seeing those things. And
He went over it with a fine tooth comb, which is what we want, so.
so, we don't need any action on that, but
No, there's, and that's all I have, so I think you guys, for me.
I have Commissioner Rubley, do you have anything? Thank you, Dan.
All right.